Hello, and welcome back to Rosewater.
Howdy.
Mats is not feeling particularly good this morning, so you'll have to forgive them for being low energy. But,
Mantis doesn't make me do these things, just so you know.
yeah.
I'm just hanging out with my sister.
Yeah. Okay, so last time we got a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Lisa Lou.
Mm-hmm.
Not much else happened. We we helped a sick, envenomed coyote. We talked to a family, adopted their dog.
It was a nice little filler episode.
Yeah. I have a note here to talk to Phil and Jake, but we also got this little carving of a fox over here. So shall we?
Phil?
Harley?
How are you liking the guitar?
It is a fine instrument. I have not had the opportunity to play in some time.
Meeting those trappers was fortunate.
Are you attempting to make a pun?
What? No. I would never. Puns are the lowest form of humor.
Aha!
I roll my eyes.
And what would you consider the highest?
Also puns! I mean, Mats and I are both pun lords, so it's really hard not to click also puns.
Yes.
What do you think?
If it was me play, I'd also say also puns.
The highest? That would have to be puns too. Only the so bad it's good sort where it kind of wraps around and becomes great again.
Ha! Very good. I shall keep that in mind. Anyway, yes, I am glad we encountered them. They were quite entertaining, especially the father. Seeing him loosen up after a few swigs of rum was quite satisfying.
We'll talk more later.
I look forward to it.
I don't appreciate the puns, besmirchment.
You don't
The
appreciate the pun
puns-
slander?
The pun slander. It's
Hey,
annoying.
Yeah, Harley?
Trappers were nice folk. I think we also can play cards with everyone.
Oh yeah. Why don't you do that?
Jake. I appreciate the chat.
Anytime, Harley.
The wagon is slowing
No,
down.
no.
See
Lola.
anything out there, Danny?
Yeah, this is a small building.
Let's go take a look.
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting
Well.
to think no one would ever turn up.
Well,
Shoot.
that is unfortunate.
Oh well.
Yeah, well.
Something wrong what are you standing out here for? If you're expecting someone, it's not us. What's wrong?
What's the matter?
The post office has been overrun.
Let me guess. Rats?
Rats. Rats would be welcome friends compared to the evil in there.
Evil? What evil?
The deceiver. The father of lies.
Are you talking about the devil?
The
You're
devil?
saying the devil is in your post office?
Yes, just like in that story. He lives in there.
Wonderful. Another maniac. Frontier's lousy with them.
What do you guys see?
Then again, maybe not.
So, devil took up post work? Good for him.
Mr. Postman?
Yes? What is it?
I'd like you to tell me exactly what led up to your current predicament, and give me every detail.
Very well. I arrived last night with a load of mail from Bly, up north. Passed the night here and spent the morning sorting and tidying, getting ready to continue on to the next station in Wolf Spring. About midday, I stepped outside to ready my horse, and I heard the most awful noises coming from inside. Sheila heard them too, and bolted off like a shot. Saving her own skin, I can hardly blame her. When I looked in, I beheld a most dreadful scene. Blood everywhere. Sounds of snarling and crunching bones. and his horrid shadow on the wall. Huge and horned. I ran out here to pray for help and ain't moved since.
I know that there was obviously important stuff to gather there. All I could think of right now is that Lola's about to hit this cactus.
Oh yeah, I guess she is parked a little close to that cactus.
The wagon is gonna go straight through that cactus.
What makes you think it's the devil and not something else?
What else could it possibly be?
I can think of a few possibilities.
Go and have a look for yourself then. You'll not doubt once you see it with your own eyes.
Take your bets now. What do you think it's gonna be?
Well, the horns make me think goat, but goat's not going to be able to make those growling noises, I don't think. My initial thought was like some sort of, well, coyote.
It's the coyote from before.
It's the coyote from before.
We look at the coyote, we nod to it, it nods back, leaves.
Yes.
Any other guesses?
It's probably some little critter that's,
certainly
making all sorts of noise up in there.
What was that you said before about a story? That this was just like in some story?
Of course. You must know the famous short story by H.W. Montesquieu. The devil lives in the post office.
No, well,
Chilling
really.
Tale. Of course, I used to think it was just one of Mr. Montesquieu's celebrated flights of imagination. But now, I suspect he must have known something the rest of us didn't.
Big fan of horror fiction, are you?
Well, you know, no more than anyone else, I suppose. Just something to while away the long hours on the road.
Isn't life horrific enough all on its own without thinking up new, imaginary ways for things to be awful?
Ah, but the devil is very real, miss. He'd only like you to think otherwise.
Right. Lucifer is an avid stamp collector.
Yes.
Aren't we pretty far from civilization? Why have a post office here?
Oh, not at all. We're just outside the delivery area for Shivering Pines. 10 homesteads within a 2-mile radius. Anyhow, it mostly serves as a transfer and rest station for carriers like me. But next time they ask me to take this route, I'll tell them to go to hell. Because that's where they sent me.
Keep calm. I'm going to try and take care of this.
God be with you.
Lola, you're
Hey, Miss
grounded.
Johnson?
What do you need?
What do you think's in the office?
Not the devil, that's for sure.
Hey, Jake, you're not grounded.
Hey, Jake,
Yeah?
do you believe this fellow? About it being the devil in there?
I don't doubt he believes it, but I also think the poor fella's got a wild imagination.
Nadine,
Yes?
what's your take on all this?
I'm not sure, really. Obviously, it's nothing supernatural. I believe the explanation will be far more mundane.
Good to know everyone's on the same page.
Yeah.
Hey, Danny,
Yes, Harley.
any thoughts on what could be inside the post office?
Whatever it is, it sounds scary. I don't think it's the devil, though.
I'm currently thinking maybe I'm thinking definitely some sort of predator, you know?
What if it's like a raccoon?
Phil?
Harley?
With like blood, though?
Oh, did they mention blood?
Mention blood.
What do you
Predator
think,
would
Phil?
make the most sense.
Is that the devil in there?
If it is, I am not going to be the one to find out.
Oh, what if it's a mountain lion?
It could be a mountain lion.
Would they be this far into the desert?
I don't know.
I can see mountains.
It's my supply of drinking water.
I don't know these things,
Wanted,
by the way.
Gina Fuller, the demon. Wonder if Mr. Postman isn't just susceptible to the power of suggestion.
Probably.
Okay,
Let's go in.
in we go. Let's go fist fight the devil.
On guard, you fiend. Well, that just looks like a cat. That just looks like a cat.
Yeah, it does look like a cat, and there definitely is blood here, though.
Yeah.
Gruesome. I hope that's not human blood. This has got to be how that thing got in. This devil lives in every post office. I have a feeling the mail will be delayed today.
That's definitely
Okay.
a cat.
It's a cat.
That's
It's a
close
cat. It's
Cat
a
of some-
footy cat.
What
Cat
in
of
the
some
ether?
variety.
What in the ether? This lantern seems to be what's casting that shadow. What in the...
She's refusing to
Whatever
come
that thing
closer
is,
to a
it's
cat.
Okay, guys. I can confirm. There is something in there. The something is a cat.
What's this jug?
It's my.
What's the...
Okay, do we have any... No.
Do you think anyone might have something we could use to
Nadine?
show that
Yes?
it's a cat?
Don't suppose
There we
you've
go.
got anything that might help?
Help with what precisely?
Good point. I should find out more about what we're up against.
Well, let us come closer. Have we clicked everything?
Yes. Unless, hang on. Hang on.
Got an idea. No.
No?
You're
Whatever
waiting to
that
see
thing
if
is,
it,
it's
when
behind
it's
that
looking
desk.
down, it won't growl.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh,
This
wait.
lantern seems to
If
be
it's
what...
not a cat, it could be a bobcat.
It could be a bobcat, yeah.
A bobcat would be scarier and probably eat something big enough to create a blood trail.
Yeah. So,
What in the...
what? How are we supposed to get information on what it is if we can't get close, though?
Why don't you go back and ask everyone? I know you just asked Nadine. See if anyone else has any, like...
Phil?
Harley?
Phil?
Are
Harley?
you carrying anything that might be useful?
I left my holy water back in New Spain.
Hey, Danny?
Yes, Harley.
Would you happen to have anything on you that could help the situation?
Just my pistols. They could be of use once you figure out what's in there, I guess.
Hey, Jake?
Yeah?
Got anything on you that might help the situation?
Aside from my gun, you mean? Well, I got my pocket mirror, but I don't
Yeah.
see how that...
Can I have that?
Can we have your
Can
pocket
I-
That mirror for a spell, if you don't mind.
Okay. Curious to see what you do with it.
Thank you kindly. Excuse me.
We needed an item. Is it a bobcat?
Yeah, I think it's a bobcat.
How about that? Seems our devil is just a hungry wildcat.
Okay. Wildcat confirmed.
Got some good news for you.
Oh?
It's not the devil in there, it's a wildcat.
I knew it!
Jumped in through the window, looks like. Right now, he's having a fine time feasting on a fresh rabbit.
Oh. Are you certain? The devil takes many forms.
I'd stake my life on it.
So
It's
what do
cat,
we do
sweetie.
about it?
I'm open to suggestions.
Easiest thing to do would be to scare it off. I could fire a warning shot. That ought to spook it.
I'm not sure. It seems dangerous. I don't think I could lasso it safely.
I do have some firecrackers the trapper's son gave me. I could scare it off with those.
Firecrackers.
The poor creature's probably frightened to death.
It sure didn't seem that way.
Animals often act vicious to mask their fear.
Not that different to humans.
True enough.
Okay, so looks like we have a couple different options here.
Yeah.
Here's like my thought.
Yeah.
We should probably listen to Nadine.
Think so?
She's definitely the best with animals.
She is the best with animals.
But also, here's the thing. It's cornered currently.
It is cornered. It might fight.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Unless we are going to stand outside the post office and fire off a couple, like, shots and or firecrackers and hope it leaves and not into someone's, like, path.
Yes.
We don't want to be standing between it and one of the only two exits.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing to say, really.
What do you mean nothing to say?
What do you mean nothing to say?
Phil?
Harley?
I guess Nadine's
Danny?
not
Yes,
actually doesn't actually have one.
Hey, Jake?
Yeah?
Okay, looks like we got a couple bad
Hey, Miss
options.
Johnson?
What do you need?
Any
Yeah,
tips
yeah,
for
let's-
dealing with wildcats?
Yes. Stay away from them.
We can't just leave this one in there.
Why not? It'll wander off on its own eventually.
Come
But
on,
the
help
mail,
me out, would
Lola.
you?
Like I said before, keep your distance. Avoid direct confrontation. Best bet is to scare it off.
Okay. So scare it off. Lola's
He's
telling
awful
us to
jumpy.
scare it off.
Best not disturb him unless I've got something to say.
Can I scare it off with some water, by chance?
What's this?
No. It looks like there's nothing new. Okay, so... Firecrackers are gone.
Yeah. Where are we putting the firecrackers and or gun? Are we...
I feel like firecrackers have a good chance of setting the post office on fire.
That's
Come
a
to
good
think
point.
of it. There's a lot of mail in there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's definitely dry weather.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jake.
Hey, Jake?
Yeah?
Hey, let's put down a
Yeah, put
save.
down a save.
Wildcat.
Hey, Jake.
Yeah?
All right. I think you've got the right idea.
Right you are.
Why are we going in there?
Jake, this is a bad idea.
It worked. Just saw the critter leap through the window.
Okay.
What about that other noise? Damn it! The wildcat must have knocked over that oil lamp when it took
We were
off
trying
out
to
of here.
avoid the
Well, we
fire.
better do something quick before this place goes up in flames.
Water jug.
No, it's an oil fire.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Let me just pause this real quick.
We're trying to avoid the fire.
Okay, so. If we threw fireworks in there, it would still have set the thing on fire, right?
Yes, I would think so.
Okay.
Nadine is constantly at us all the time.
Oil fires can only be put out with smothering.
Oh, great. Cool.
You can't put water on them or they explode. We've got some heavy coats. They could potentially put out the fire.
Yeah.
Throwing the paper on the fire will just make it worse.
For sure. Oopsie.
I suggest we focus on...
Yeah.
I need to think of something and
Go outside. Do you think you can ask people about their code?
This
Okay.
ain't the time for small.
Do something!
Okay. Mantis, I hate to say this, do you think the game developers know how oil fire works?
I hope so. This better not
someone
work.
give me a hand with this?
Mantis, I think it's gonna work.
That was a close one.
You're telling me.
What? What happened?
The inside of the office got a little singed, but we managed to put out the fire.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Funny, didn't see him in there with the bucket. Guess we should head back.
God bless you folks.
Saved the post office. We definitely didn't. Okay, so... I suppose I am being a bit inaccurate. You can douse an oil fire with water.
Can you?
You need a copious amount of water.
You need enough water that you'd smother.
You need enough water, you smother the oil fire. In the event of an oil fire, do not put water on it. The thing is that oil is hydrophobic. If you ever have like a hot skillet full of oil and you put some water and it immediately starts popping and hissing. Now imagine if that's on fire. You can literally cause the fire to make a huge plume, which is very dangerous, obviously.
Yeah.
And also, like, similarly, if it doesn't create a huge plume of flame, it will at the very least cause a bunch of boiling water to shoot everywhere.
Yeah.
Which is obviously also bad.
Yeah.
Less bad than a huge plume of fire, but,
Yeah.
Okay.
Play.
I want to play cards. We haven't had a chance to play cards.
How about a few hands of poker, boys?
Sounds good to me. What do you think, Danny boy?
I don't have anything to bet with.
We don't need to play for money. Only our honor at stake. What could be more valuable, huh?
Pass the time, let's play?
Yeah.
Let's do it then. Hell of a game, boys.
Huh. There's
Okay,
a
good
lady
to know.
running toward the road.
If we do that,
What the
it
heck is
goes
she
all the
doing?
way through. All
Yeah.
of the time.
Madre de Dios!
I'd better see what's going on.
Please do.
Yeah.
What is it? Bandits? Highwaymen?
Worse, performers.
Oh, hey, it's
day
that
to you, travelers.
traveling circus.
What's so good about it
Yeah.
then? And what are you thinking? Running out in front of the wagon like that?
I apologize for the theatrics. I fear it's in my nature.
Who are you? Did you really just jump in front of the wagon? Who are
Just
you?
who are you, anyway?
Who am I? Honestly, I suppose I'm, well, desperate.
That much is clear. You running away or something?
Heavens no, I could never do that. I'm the impresario of this theater troupe. Name's Kate Hatomi. Our show opens next week, and I'd be fibbing if I said it was going well.
You want us to help you I know how point and clicks go.
So I'm guessing you want us to help you in some way?
Very astute. All I ask is an hour of your time. We've been rehearsing this play for so long. We're all too close to the material. We need fresh eyes and unbiased opinions. If you could but watch our rehearsal and share your honest, unvarnished impressions, you would be doing us a good turn. The performance will be gratis, of course.
We do happen to have a showman.
Yeah, we have Jake. We have Gentleman Jake
Here,
Ackerman.
we've got Gentleman Jake on board. He's an expert showman.
The Gentleman Jake? Why, it would be an honor to play for him.
What do you think, Miss Johnson?
I think it sounds like an excellent chance to get a few winks. I'll park just over there. Y'all have fun.
Oh, it's just like, sounds good. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself and all the Queen's Mid-Atlantic players, welcome! This is a peek behind the curtain, if you will, at a work in progress. I thank you most humbly for your indulgence, and warmly invite you to share your impressions following the rehearsal. And now, please enjoy the show. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a beautiful and charming princess.
Oh, I love my land. The people are kind, the water fresh, and the days are sunny and bright.
The princess was loved and admired by everyone in the land, except one. An evil wizard coveted the kingdom and kidnapped the princess, intending to marry her and gain the throne. To ensure she could not escape, he summoned a terrifying dragon to guard her. However, all was not lost. For a young hero rose to the challenge.
I shall battle the dragon and save the princess. That is, if my dear mother lets me. I said, if my mother lets me, of course.
Faye, that's your cue.
I think I see some, oh.
Uh-oh.
Where the hell is Faye?
I don't know. Last I saw her, she was in her tent.
Oh, for crying out loud! I'm sorry, folks. I don't know what I was thinking. It's clear we won't be getting anywhere with this rehearsal. You can change out of your costume now, Dwayne. We're done here. Martina? Quentin? Same goes for you.
But I spent hours on my makeup.
And I spent months on this show! Look where that's gotten us! Everything I do to keep all this together, and you lot can't even turn up on stage now and then to hit a mark and say a few lines!
I feel like this conversation should be happening to Faye, not the people that did show up.
Yeah,
I
maybe
really
find out
must
what's going
apologize
on
for
with
wasting
Faye.
your time. I knew the show needed some work. I didn't realize it wasn't fit to perform.
Our options are, what will you do now? Maybe we can help. Well, goodbye.
Yeah.
Maybe we can help fix your show.
There must be some way we can help with the show.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Are you sure? Much as it pains me, I can't honestly say we aren't in need of help.
Certainly.
Well, I'm curious to hear your suggestions. But right now, we need to find out what's wrong with Faye. Your doctor friend went to examine her, but I think she's just having one of her tantrums. You know how actors can be. Or perhaps you don't. In which case, consider yourself lucky. I'm going back to the stage. Come see me if you have any ideas.
So, any ideas?
Perhaps. Excuse me. I'm going to have another look at the stage.
Okay, Phil.
Okay.
Danny and I are gonna go talk to the two fellers playing the wizard and hero. I think you should help Miss Redbird see to that Faye woman. Anyhow, we'll see if we can't get this show in halfway decent shape. Come on, Danny boy.
Since she's just sitting there, I talked to the princess actress.
Yeah. Seems like a good place to start.
Hello, Miss Martina, was it?
Yeah, Martina Holder. I am sorry we could not finish the show for you.
No worries. My companions and I are trying to help your director make it better.
Ah, good. We do need the help.
How long have you been with this troupe?
When did you join this troupe?
Oh, about 4 years ago. Then my English was not so good, so I did not get many parts with words, but I am getting more and more lines in the new shows.
That's good, I'm glad.
Yeah.
What were you doing before joining this troupe?
I was living in Bright Bay, working as an art model. One evening, the artist I modeled for took me to the theater to one of Vespuccia's shows. Afterward, he told me he was leaving to go to work for a new patron in Italy. He could no longer keep me.
So he took you out to lessen the blow?
Not exactly. It turned out he knew Miss Hatomi. He had painted some backdrops for her. He took me backstage after the show and asked her to let me audition. I was shaking. I cannot even remember what I said. I had never acted before, you see. But fortunately for me, Miss Hatomi decided to take me on. Otherwise, I would have been out on the street.
That's good. I'm glad that you're able to get some more work.
Yeah.
I'd like to know about your castmates.
They are fine people, and I am lucky to know them. Mr. Ellis always has stories and jokes to make me laugh. He reminds me of a big bear. He's also a very fine actor, and he has performed on stages in great cities all over Europe. Dwayne is very nice, but he's also very shy. He does not speak much with me or any of the others. I have always thought it is funny that an actor is so shy, but when he is on stage, one would never know. And Mrs. Davies is like a mother to me. She cares for us very much and wants to make sure everyone is healthy and happy. Although she does nag a lot. My real mother did not nag so.
Goodbye, Miss Holder.
Lovely to be speaking with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So...
A cylindrograph. It's for playing music on wax cylinders.
Which tent do you think that our missing actress is?
Someone kept a copy of a local newspaper.
I'd probably look in the blue tent first.
Mm.
Did they go?
I think they just went that way.
They went that way?
I think.
Yeah. Let's try blue tent first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, another visitor. Who are you?
Harley Leger. And you are?
Faye Davies. I don't expect it's a name you've heard. And as I was explaining to your friend here, not a name I expect you'll hear very much in the future.
Mrs. Davies, I would advise moderation in regards to that brandy.
Dear girl, I understand you like to dabble in medical matters. Let me assure you that this is the only medicine that works for me.
Well. Hang on. A newspaper. Okay. Traveling players perform Camelot in the park for bemused onlookers. Okay, this is about their show.
There's a little thing on Bennett Clark.
Oh yeah, there is. The Wizard of Aethericity. The plot was paper thin, a stock tale of good overcoming evil, wholly lacking in subtlety and nuance. Ooh. Oof.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
Did you examine Mrs. Davies?
I did.
And what's your medical opinion?
I couldn't find anything wrong with her physically. At least nothing that an excess of brandy wouldn't explain. But she's in no state of mind to be performing.
I don't believe one needs to be a medical professional to draw that conclusion, my dear.
What's your opinion of the show?
Yes, please tell us. Don't be shy. I'd like to hear what you think.
I didn't quite understand it, actually. Perhaps it would make more sense if we had seen the whole thing.
Dear girl, I truly doubt that would have made much of a difference.
I'll see you later. Mrs. Davies?
What is it?
Why weren't you on stage today? Is something wrong?
Something wrong? Something wrong? Exactly what aspect of my current condition would suggest to you that anything is right?
What's got you so upset?
I'm about to lose my place here, that's what. Turned out on the dusty road to fend for myself. I'm simply overcome with the sheer injustice of it all.
Okay.
Okay, that's interesting. Didn't sound like they were going to replace you, being that, you know...
Yeah.
The head person in charge seemed rather upset at you not showing up, you know, if they had a replacement.
Yeah.
You think you're being dismissed? Why's that?
Oh, it's a long, long story, but what it comes down to is finances, or lack thereof. Kate has been tightening the belt lately. She says our performances haven't been attracting the crowds they once did. But even so, we aren't doing that badly. All of us have taken quite deep cuts to our usual allowance. Still doesn't seem to be enough. Naturally, I, being the most recent addition to the troupe, am the first up to the chopping block. If you ask me, something doesn't add up. I know for a fact that our run in Bois de Quivo is quite respectable, and yet apparently our financial future is dangling over the precipice by a fraying thread. It's all more than a tad suspicious.
Should we ask about, if you think...
probably.
So you suspect Miss Hitomi is taking more than her share?
We've all suspected it for some time, but I'm the only one who's willing to speak up about it. Everyone else knows I'll be the first to go, so they keep their heads down and wait to reap my share.
You've accused Miss Hitomi?
Of course not. I haven't got any proof. But you can bet I would if I did.
If you were let go, what would you do?
Oh, God, please don't ask me such things. I can't bear to think about it.
It's a serious question. Everyone needs a backup plan.
I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, what will I do? Kate couldn't be so heartless. Will they really just let me go? Will no one speak up for me? God, help me!
I think you've had enough brandy.
That's enough brandy
There now. I'm sure there's a solution.
Okay. Not gonna lie, I don't think your show's been doing particularly great in the past, based on this newspaper. You may need to get a new writer.
Yeah.
You know?
How long have you been a member of this troupe?
Oh, not long at all. Less than a year. I was the last one to join.
What did you do before you were a Queen's Mid-Atlantic player?
I was with another outfit based up in Fawcett. The Davies Traveling Spectacular. 15 years we were together. Anton, my husband, was our director, and I was the star. When I got too old to play the princesses and heroines, Anton would cast me as the ravishing queen. He always made sure I had a spot on center stage. 16 months ago, he passed away in a stagecoach accident. An enormous tragedy.
I'm terribly sorry.
So were we all. Anton was the fiercely beating heart of that troupe. Absolutely irreplaceable. The others couldn't imagine going on without him. So everyone just went their separate ways. Just like that, everything was gone. My heart's love, my director, my troupe, my livelihood. I'm sorry.
So, how did you come to join Miss Otomi's troupe?
Oh, the traveling theater world is quite small, you know. We all know one another and meet on the road from time to time. Kate heard what happened and wrote me a letter of condolence. We corresponded for a while. Eventually, she said she was passing by Fawcett and offered to take me in. Quite simply, she took pity on me.
Okay, what you want to add? What made you want to act?
What drew you to the stage?
I've known I wanted to act since I was a girl. I would put on shows for my parents and the village children. I traveled to Fawcett to audition for Anton Davies' Traveling Spectacular. He had just formed the troupe then. First, I became his star actress, and soon enough, his wife.
What do you think about your fellow crewmates?
What can you tell me about the other players?
Oh, such sweethearts. They've taken me in like a second family. Martine, especially. She's the daughter I never had. Dwayne is a good boy, but he keeps to himself. And dear Quentin. He and I have something of a friendly rivalry. Although he can get quite competitive at times, the old ham.
I'll just leave you to it.
Okay. I'm curious what's particularly going on here, because there's definitely some stuff we're not privy to. I don't think it's going to be the head is skimming off the top.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It seems like the newspaper would make me think that perhaps the show's just been doing poorly.
Yeah.
That seems inconsistent with her statement. But I guess we just don't know yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're obviously pretty early on into the investigation here, but,
Yeah.
maybe we'll find more information next time.
Yeah.
As, we should wrap up for today. I hope you've enjoyed. And, we'll be back with more Rosewater soon and try and sort out what's going on here.